All right, welcome. My name is Dr. John Sargent. I'm the instructor for our course, Management 6301. So, you've been on the course, the Blackboard site, you got the syllabus, you looked at the introduction, you looked at a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm just going to provide a very brief kind of introduction to the course and then a little bit about week one. So, a little bit about your instructor. So I'm from northern Utah originally. I got my bachelor's and master's at Utah State University, bachelor's in accounting. I worked for a couple of years, then got my PhD at University of Washington up in Seattle. Graduated there, made it down to Florida International University in Miami for 3 years, and then have been here at what is now UTRGV for basically 20 years. Had a great time, enjoyed it very much here. I really started out as a Latin Americanist border researcher. Researched Mexico's maquiladoras for 15 total years. Got into about 300 plants. But then about 10 years ago, got gigantically interested in the field of entrepreneurship. So I serve as the kind of self-invented title, but the coordinator of our entrepreneurship program here at the Edinburgh campus of UTRGV and enjoy it tremendously. I do research on high growth firms. And as we get along in this class, you'll see lots of times where I'm inserting entrepreneurship and management to startup and management of small, hopefully rapidly growing firms within our management course here. So a little bit about the course. As I mentioned, the people who take this class are typically those who do not have an undergraduate in business. But we get a mix of people in here also. Very much looking forward to seeing what you come up with for your introductions. This is a small class, and we'll have an opportunity to know each other personally. So do a great job on the introductions there as your first order of business. So a couple of other things. You've got the syllabus there. We do have a slight change there, office hours, and I've updated this if you download the latest version. On Monday, Wednesdays from 3 to 4:20. So if you want to call, Skype, that's the time when I will be available. I'm pretty much always available by email. I live on email, so I typically respond pretty quickly to those. And so I'm here to help make you successful. Feel free to contact me if that's going to be helpful for you. All right. So the syllabus also, of course, I've assigned a text. We're using the 9th edition. There is a 10th edition out there. But what publishers do these days is they basically have a new edition every year and discontinue the prior version because they don't want people basically using in the used market. They make more money off of selling new books. So our little textbook monopolists trying to basically screw students. I really don't want to participate in that, so we're using the 9th edition. It may not be available at the bookstore. Get on Amazon or some other secondary seller. And you can pick up a copy of the text at a low price. Now, you'll notice it's not a gigantically thick text. We only have 7 weeks to get through this course, so rather than assign you gigantic amounts of reading in a really thick textbook, I think it does give you the essentials, plus what we're doing in class, plus another option. I've listed in the syllabus within the specific days towards the end of the text and the course outline, a bunch of Harvard Business Review articles. So if you're looking for additional reading, optional reading, totally optional, I would suggest you take a look at that. If you download any of those articles, you'll see HBR has a strong copyright statement. They want people, if you're using them for class, to pay for those. However, the university has paid subscription to HBR. And though this is not assigned reading in class, we're not necessarily going to talk about it, so this is strictly optional if you're looking for additional depth and background on a particular topic. And so we're not violating copy with our use of optional use of HBR articles. So I think the class structure is pretty self-explanatory. Take a look at those, and of course, if you have questions, let me know. One thing that is of gigantic importance in this class is your participation on the discussion boards. So this is a relatively small class. I choose not to delegate the grading of the discussion board posts to others. I do that all myself. I think it's gigantically important my expectation for those discussion boards is extremely high. So as I say here, and as you'll get more background on, bring your A game to the discussion boards. You should, of course, read the text, go through the exercise, provide something really insightful that integrates the text, integrates your personal experience, integrates perhaps comments from other students within those particular posts. So expectations gigantically high in the discussion boards. We have 2 modules per week on those the first module. You need to post out your initial comments on a particular exercise. You report on a particular exercise typically. That needs to be done by Saturday night. Then you'll read your other students' posts and comment about those on by Sunday. For the second module, you need to post out your initial posts by Monday and read everybody else's and follow up on Tuesday. When you're doing follow-up posts, you need to add something significantly new to the conversations. These are not typical conversation. You know, say that's cool, or I agree with that, or I disagree. You need to add significant new insight to those discussion boards with your follow-up comments. So we'll get more of that, and again, performance is extremely high. It's a big part of your grade. I spent a lot of time reviewing those, and I will be reminding you if your posts aren't up to the level that they need to be. I'll be emailing you and requesting that you upgrade those. So take those seriously. All right, so we talked about the discussion boards, we talked about deadlines. Let's jump right into week 1, chapter 1, as pretty much an introduction to the field of management. You'll be looking, and after you've read the chapter, you'll be doing looking at an exercise having to do with organizational politics, skill application about how you would deal with common power and politics issues. And then also always at the end of a module, we have point of interest discussion boards. And that's an opportunity for you to kind of post out on anything that you really jumped out at you from the readings. So got Module 1, Introduction to the Field. Module 2 covers the external environment and organizational culture. I think you'll enjoy these topics. Management, fun stuff. Look at it. We're trying to make this course, I have made this course, I think, at least interesting. And I think you'll enjoy it. So much for an introduction. I try to keep these short. If you have any questions, of course, check in, send me an email, send a Skype, whatever is the easiest way for you to communicate with me. I look forward to a great semester.